The following is a fan-based discussion. All materials discussed are property of Toei Inc., Bandai, and Saban Entertainment. Hello, everybody! Welcome back to another episode of the Tokucast Top 10 show.
Top 10.
Top 10.
Anyway.
I don't even know.
Nope, no words.
I've been watching way too much Power Rangers.
Yes, you have.
I can't get a full circle either. Just like, I'm going to hit something.
Damn.
But today we are recording the top 10 Red Rangers in Sentai.
Mm-hmm.
Another requested one.
Several people have requested this one.
So we don't know all your names.
I'm sorry.
We are sorry, but
if
you suggested it,
we're doing it, so thank you, here it is.
And 400 subscribers.
Hope you enjoy it. We subscribers.
Want to start with honorable mentions? Marcus?
Sure.
Good idea.
My honorable mention is Hime Shinken Red. She's our first female Red.
Even though she's technically an extra ranger?
Technically. But she is our first female Red Ranger. And the fact that, she is a leader of their team for the short time that she is there. She's just very memorable because of that fact. It's just like we never had a female Red before her, and we haven't had one since.
Fair enough.
Technically. But yeah, it's just I liked her character.
I keep getting Power Rangers mixed up. I was about to think, wait a minute, no, that's SPD. And she was evil. Anyway, my honorable mention is Geki Red. He wasn't really the greatest in terms of being a leader, but he kind of took that loud Red Ranger into a different direction. Yeah, that made it more fun than, like King from Kyoryuger or, God, what else do we have?
Sosuke from
Takaharu,
Sosuke, Yosuke from Hurricane Jerseys. Yeah, so you get the point. Well, that's my honorable mention. Do you have any?
I do not.
Okay, so number 10.
Number 10, Red Falcon from Live Man.
He was just a great character.
He was.
He was a very strong leader. He was a lot different from the ones that came before him, who were all very serious. He
was on fire.
He had his moments where he was a pretty terrible person.
But that makes him human.
I know. It was just
he felt like a real human being.
Yeah, unlike some of the other ones that came before him, which felt too perfect or too serious or something like that. He felt like an actual human. He was just fun to watch.
That's just stuck in my head now.
Yeah. Number 9.
Number 9, Boken Red.
He was just kind of the, like, I wouldn't say like a perfect leader, but he had that role and he stuck with it. He ran with it. He was the leader. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts.
He was very serious. I love that whole episode where he, lost his luck. Which is, the entire episode was just we know this is bullshit. Yeah. And you're going to enjoy it.
Now, on the other end of the spectrum, I love the episode where he was trying to convince Silver to join, and he just takes the metal detector spear and stabs it in front and goes, do what the fuck you want, and walks away.
He let his team make mistakes. And
so they could learn from it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he felt a lot more like an actual true leader in that case. Yeah. Especially coming off the Magic right before him, who was just too young at times.
Then he broke into the Gokaiger's galleon.
Yeah,
that was so cool.
I'm here now.
Yeah, that was cool. Anyway,
so,
next.
Number 8, Mega Red.
I love Mega Ranger, and I love this character. He had to really grow from, a goofball high school student who was not doing so well into someone who could be respected as a leader and just, really be the heart of his team. And, the strength of character just really shown throughout the entire thing. I loved... Basically, that happens for everyone.
He was the greatest because he showed the most growth.
Yeah. It's just that happens to everyone in this show where they all have to end up growing. And I really can't wait because as of now, we haven't filmed the Power Ranger episode because we're on the Power Ranger movies. But it's just we have Mega Ranger coming up soon. And I'm so excited to watch it because I have a lot of feelings just attached to that show. And I love him as a character. He's just fun. And he likes Korean barbecue as much as I do. Anybody who's done that,
Korean barbecue is delicious.
We're good.
Number 7, Time Red.
Time Red is just another... He's that kind of that example of people like us who don't know what the fuck is going on in the world and they're sucked into this other world, essentially, of Sentai.
It's more or less the fact that he had to go against basically everything that he was brought up with. He had to go against his father and leaving all of his money and going out and making his own way in the world and, deciding his own destiny instead of taking over his father's company like everybody said that he was going to. It's just, I love him as a character.
Mm-hmm.
And even though his actor doesn't, but he as a character is just, he's fun to watch. He was fun to grow along with. And I think that's what made him very personable at the end of the day.
Yeah. Number
6, Shinken Red.
Another just a great example of a good leader.
Yeah.
Because he knew from the moment I wouldn't say birth because of how the actual show goes out, but he knew from a very young age, he was going to have to lead a team, and he practiced, and he practiced, and he fucking practiced.
He knew he was doing it on the basis of a lie. So, yeah, it's just like he
and
had to
that's the point, because he knew he was doing it on the basis of a lie, but he practiced still just as hard as anybody else would, and when the time came, they chose him still.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why Shinkenjo is one of my favorite Sentai.
It's a great show.
So great. Number next, which is 5.
Red Hawk from Jetman.
We're bad at this.
Yes, we are. I just like saying number next. It's fun.
He was
man.
part of, it was the first love story in a Sentai that worked.
It really was, wasn't it?
Yeah, because, before that we had Mass Man.
Would anyone argue any has worked since?
No, none of them have worked since. It's basically
to be fair, not a lot of them have tried romance since. Except Kyoryuger.
Yeah, but that was in the last 3 minutes of the last episode.
And like 2 episodes spread out from the rest of the series. But yeah, I'm not saying it worked. I'm trying to remember other Sentais.
But it's just like with him, he was a leader. He was very serious. But the thing is, he had to learn how to let go a lot during this show because he wasn't working with a team of trained military professionals that he was beforehand. He was working with ordinary people, and they each had their own wants and things. It's like you can't always be so super serious the entire time. You have to let go and be able to have fun even while things are dire. And especially
work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
Yes, and that whole thing that he had with Guy, which was like the stuff of legends.
It really was the best bromance ever.
That's that fight when he threw him into a car and the glass broke.
The grass?
There. Yes, the grass too. It went up and
the grass was flattened before you landed.
Yes.
Anyway.
Number 4, Change Dragon from Chain Band.
I just love everything about this character. He's not the most memorable, but everything around him that he had to deal with and how he stuck with it throughout the entire thing, especially the whole...
He is the oldest one on this list, so that shows the lasting impression he's had through the years.
He's like, he had the whole thing he had with Booba and, just basically everybody else, and the fact that what he had to go through with his team and how large the dire situation they really got and how big it got at the end of the show, where they realized that not everybody is as bad as the villains are. He was just like, we had to be able to accept these people because we have to help them. Like, everybody has their own sense of humanity, and he really ends up showing that through his fight with Booba, through his help with the rest of the aliens. Just Change Dragon just had so much to deal with, but he was so stalwart throughout the entire thing, and I think that makes him just such a memorable character.
Ditto.
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah.
Number 3, Zuo Eagle.
After the past couple of years of having basically the same
Red Ranger,
3 times in a row, he was such a breath of fresh air.
He really was.
And
because just like with Time Ranger, he was put into a situation that most people shouldn't have to be put in.
Yeah.
So it was refreshing to have to deal with this situation with him.
Yes.
And then watching him grow more powerful as the show went on, and it's still going on, though it is almost over. Very sad. And then just reach the epitome of badass.
Epitome isn't a word. Why do we keep trying to say that?
Epitome.
Keep adding a syllable.
But it's just like seeing him, especially that whole thing that he had with Omegle when he got his...
That was fucked up.
It was just seeing him really grow as a character and learn, like, he has legitimate actual emotions, especially that whole scene right there. It's just, he's a very, very strong, he has a very strong sense of character and a very strong sense of, moral right versus wrong, and really wanting to help out people. That's like a thing for basically all Sentai, but he really shows it throughout the things that he does. He's a zoologist. He cares about animals, 100% all the time.
Even if they're also part people.
Yes. Just great character, and I'm so sad to see him go in February.
Yeah. Next.
Number 2, Rearranger Sentai Ranger.
He's just a badass.
Yeah.
Everything about him is badass.
That's kind of the... That's just kind of the direct path into the top of this list is just be a badass, isn't it?
I mean, he keeps coming back.
Don't be a boring badass.
Yeah. Like, he keeps coming back.
Like Kabuto.
No, I mean, like an actual character. He came back in Go Kaiser, and you know, you saw him fight out of suit in Go Kaiser. He's just Keiichi Wada
still working on those gyoza.
Yeah, Keiichi Wada plays his character so well, and it's just like having that actual martial arts experience and really having a lot of out of suit fights. It's just he has something like a charisma that ends up really bringing you to him. Not as much charisma as number one, but you know it's up there. Speaking of number one,
the most charismatic of the bunch.
Sure.
Gokai, I think he is. Gokai Red.
I'm a badass.
Is it really considered charisma if he says "be my friend" or "I'll just kick your ass"?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
That's how he rolls.
That's how he rolls.
Gokai, Captain Marvelous is amazing. Legitimately amazing.
He really is.
He's my favorite.
He's just so much fun. I love everything about him. Watching him on screen is just like everything. All of your attention just gets drawn on him.
Like, imagine if you were told you were going to be the leader of the Pirate Sentai. How would you do it? You'd be Captain Marvelous.
You'd try your hardest.
You'd try your damnedest. You'd be the cocky, badass guy who cares about nothing except what he wants and does what he can to get it.
And beating Basco.
Oh my god. We'll talk about that. How did that not make our top 10 fights? Or was it an honorable mention?
I think it was an honorable mention. The reason it didn't make our top 10 fights is because it was just him.
Fair enough. But what else can you say about Marvelous other than the fact that he stood as a spaceship shot lasers at him and did not fall? In episode 1.
Yeah.
Because he said, "Fuck you, you ruined my curry.
You ruined my lunch, you will all die."
And then he did it again in Tsuyoji. They came in, tried to ruin his dinner, and he was just like, no.
Not this shit again.
And he beat all the Tsuyoji's up.
That was pretty fucking great.
Yeah.
But those are... Marvelous made my tongue tie. Those are our top 10 Red Rangers. We will be going on to do all the other colors that we can.
Of the rainbow.
Yep.
Of the rainbow.
Or at least however many there are.
Because we're reading rainbow. But that's our list.
I want that show to come back.
Don't we all? That's our list. If yours made the list, let us know in the comments. Or if it didn't, and tell us why you think it should be on the list. Thanks again for joining the Tokucast. We will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.